black borders are more pronounced compared to, say, a Samsung Galaxy S8 or an LG V30. It doesn't look bad per se, but it definitely does look a little different. You can tell in the image that there is a border. This will be something that I'll have to test more when I get used to using it. So diving into the software, we can see that it does the traditional greeting. There is the border again that I'm talking about prior. But let's go ahead and dive into the actual software. We do have to pull up from the bottom. So we'll go ahead and swipe up. Swiping up brings the language menu. Choose English, select the region, and this is a quick start that shows you exactly how to use the phone, because again, there is a little bit of a difference. For now, we're just going to kind of zip through. Later, we'll have more details on Face ID and the other features of the phone. This will just be a quick unboxing. Go ahead and skip that. Won't be creating a passcode for the device, but there are various options to take advantage of if you choose to do so. And this will be a fresh start, no backup. We go ahead and enter the... So it did take about 20 seconds for it to validate my account. This can obviously vary. I've cut the clip down just to make sure that you're not going through it. But you'll be presented with this screen next with the express settings. We'll go ahead and go through the customized settings just to kind of see what options are available. These can all be toggled. I assume in the express settings, this just automatically says yes to everything. As far as Siri setup goes, that is a preference. I set up Siri just to see what it will be like. I will be testing that as well. It isn't a new feature, but it's definitely something worth diving into. Much like Google's Assistant, it does require you to say a couple phrases so that the phone can get familiar with your voice and also activate while the phone is dormant. Now this next part is a little interesting. It is the True Tone display. This is something Apple has previously introduced, but it actually calculates the ambient light that it's receiving and changes the tone of the screen to match the surrounding light. As you can see, when I hit the button for without True Tone, you can see that the screen goes to a more bluish tint, and then when releasing it, it actually naturally kind of adjusts to the ambient light. So right there it's white, and then it starts to kind of spread and make the screen a little bit more orange. Right now the room is similar to that color. It is under studio lights, so this is kind of interesting to see. I'll be testing it out to see how well it works. Now we do have the tutorial, so this is giving you a live demo of what the new actions look like on the iPhone X. We did see this previously in the instruction manual, but it's kind of nice to be able to see it in full motion. So you can see that you can switch between apps by pulling up, and then the cards come out. And then you can access the controls by pulling down from the right tab, which probably will take a little bit of getting used to for most iOS users, but for me, I have not used one in a while. So we shall see how that works. But this is pretty much the iPhone X in a nutshell as far as the unboxing goes. I can tell you off the bat, the screen, the display looks great. It's kind of hard to describe, but it does look different than other panels that I have dealt with in the past. Currently, I'm using the LG V30. We know that screen is not the best, but I am also using the Pixel XL from 2016. Comparing those two to this looks a little bit more, I think the best way to describe it is that the display looks a lot closer to the actual glass. So that layer that you usually kind of perceive is not there, or it is definitely a lot smaller, which brings a different kind of experience. But again, this is a quick first impression of the display. More testing will be done as it gets used throughout the week. And things like brightness outdoors will be put to the test. Let's go ahead and take a look at the display a little bit closer here. You can see that everything looks crisp. Icons look good. See the notch there on the top. And then finally we can head to the rear where we can check out the dual sensor camera. And that's the unboxing of the iPhone X. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. And if you want to check out more from our channel, you can see the Moto X4 unboxing on the right, along with the unboxing of the Xbox One X. Otherwise, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.